Have you ever seen Planet Earth? Blue Planet? Any nature documentary? You might have seen that every single animal on the planet besides us goes through long periods of fasting, multiple days without eating anything. And they seem to be just fine, right? But can you honestly say that you've gone a single day without eating something? Without having a drink of something like juice or some fruit, right? One single day. When I looked back before doing this, nah, I hadn't gone a single day since I'd been born without eating every single day. Every other animal does this, right? They go multiple days without eating. Maybe we're missing a trick. So I thought I'd give it a try. I saw all the benefits online and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for it. It seems like a no brainer. So I'm going to share with you the benefits, all of my insights from my 4 day fast, some of which genuinely shocked me. Like, it was insane. And I'm also going to share with you how to do it well and how I think I prepared very well. Maybe some things to avoid. So let's get into it. First, I want to talk about productivity, right? So my productivity went up dramatically. And you might expect that you'd be kind of dead, right? And just be like, oh, do you want to lie in bed? I don't want to do anything. I'm so hungry. But honestly, I was very productive. A lot more productive than I normally am, to be honest. And this is from the lack of food in your stomach. And you can just, all the energy goes to your brain, right? So I was able to smash out a bunch of work. I was able to read more intensely, more deeply. I was able to gain greater insight from it. My music skills went up. I was able to maintain a flow state very well. So no thoughts in the mind and just flowing with my instrument, right? I was getting a lot of recording done for my album. It was great. I didn't have to think about food, so all of my attention and energy was diverted to building the things I want to build. So that was a surprising benefit. My creative work improved dramatically. And also, I ended up creating a lot of good systems during this time. So when I was just like, I had so much time on my hands that I just kind of I was forced to be productive because I had so much time on my hands. So I created some good systems about being more productive with music, maybe when I come back to eating and stuff like that. And now, honestly, after it, I feel more capable of keeping going with everything that I'm doing. Um, it was just a great reset, both mentally and physically. So, in terms of like my introspection and insights, like it's crazy to know I can even do this. Um, I can just go 4 or 5. I could have kept going for sure, but I didn't. Right, I broke my fast. I know I could have went on to day 5, 7, whatever, but I decided I needed to regain my strength because I want to get some workouts in. Right. So one of the main things is that my relationship with food has changed dramatically. I'm definitely going to listen to my body more. Um, going to skip meals far more often and just use fasting as a general productivity food uh, tool. So how has my relationship with food changed, right? I just have more respect for it. When I ate that first meal, that first thing that I ate, right? So I had some bacon and eggs to break my fast eventually, and oh my god, it tasted good. But when I think about it, it's like I've never had respect and just having that moment of eating, you know? We do it so often that we forget how beautiful a moment it is and actually what goes into it. So I mean, 3 animals died for me to have that meal to break my fast. Just 2 bits of bacon and 2 eggs. When you think about it, 3 animals had to die for me to eat that. So why do I not, I'm just busy watching productivity videos or stupid shit like anything on YouTube, you know what I mean? When I should be respecting the moment while I'm eating. So I'm definitely going to have more respect for my food. Um, yeah. I think in general, when I was fasting, I was way more present. I was actually here for this life that we've been given, this gift. And I was actually here, you know? I said in my previous video, I was nearly reduced to tears once because I was just blown away by the beauty of spring all around me. And I don't normally have that. And that's just such a beautiful life experience. But yeah, one downside was I definitely was like physically fatigued. I definitely couldn't have been doing a bunch of push-ups and like a full intense workout, but I did have enough energy to do yoga and to do reasonably long walks. Um, so another thing, my relationship with food, right, is that I've learned that I eat far too much normally. My stomach's always far too full, and it's no wonder I can't get any work done because my stomach's so occupied with having to digest all this food. It has nothing left to give me brain power. You know, I can try and get through it, but nah. Just normally, no. My body just doesn't work like that, right? Um, so it is difficult because I do want to build a strong body and a big body. I want to bulk my frame. So how I'm gonna do this with healing as well through fasting and things like this is going to be a difficult one for sure. So I've realized that I need to, at different parts of my life, prioritize maybe building my frame and muscle and whatever. But sometimes when I need to reset and I need to heal my body, I need to restore balance, I need to regain mental clarity, I think it's time to cut out the eating for a while, for sure. So I've definitely placed greater importance on eating and digestion. So I think I'm going to give digestion way more time and not try and force myself to go on a walk right after it or play sport or something like that. I need to give it way more respect, my digestion. So when I do eat a big meal, you know, it's going to be relaxing activities, reading. You know, I could probably still study and stuff like this and do YouTube, but yeah. So I now have greater respect for my body and its intuitive knowledge of how to heal itself. All I need to do is get out of the way sometimes. I feel like in this Western society, we're kind of taught that things need to be added to heal. You need to treat the symptom, you know? Oh, your leg hurts, you know, take some paracetamol and whatever. And obviously that numbs the pain, but it doesn't actually address the root cause. And I think most of the time you just need to get out of your own way. It's crazy. Because now I've stimulated DNA repair, I've repaired my hormonal function, my nervous system has had a good reset, my brain is now cleaner, you know, I've stimulated brain cells, the you know, I'm making new brain cells now. My DNA is repaired, like I said. It's incredible what fasting can do for your body. But yeah, the main takeaway is the body knows what it's doing. Sometimes you just need to get the hell out of the way. So another little insight that I had was the link with meditation and fasting, right? So when you think about it, when you're meditating, all you have to do is do nothing. And the mind and spirit start to come back. They start to reconnect. And you start to reconnect with life. And you become more present simply by doing nothing. So I just found it very interesting that it's the same with fasting, right? You need to get out of the way and just let the universe do its thing, right? It's millions of years of evolution have gone into our bodies and our minds and everything, right? So how long have we been here? You know, the agricultural revolution was 8,000 years ago. And before then, we would have been fasting very often. We would have been forced to. Our hunter-gatherer ancestors didn't have as easy access to food as we do now. So we have to self-impose these limits. But yeah, again, the body knows what it's doing. The modern approach to healing is unnecessary in most cases. You just need to stop. Millions of years of evolution versus 100 years or so of modern medicine, maybe less. I know what I'm trusting. And don't get me wrong, if I break my leg, I need to go to A&E, and I'm very thankful and grateful that we have modern medicine, but we've completely forgotten our natural ability to heal. So another thing was, it was an amazing opportunity for deep introspection. I was able to look within myself, and I had so much time on my hands. It wasn't all about productivity. There was a lot of me just reconnecting with why I'm doing things, the real root of why I'm doing stuff like this, the YouTube channel, right? Because I want to help you. I want to be the guinea pig in some cases like this, and run the race, and then just you can learn from my mistakes and my insights. I hope to inspire people with this YouTube channel, and the end goal is to create more harmony in this world by inspiring others to do what they want to do for a living, to create meaningful art, to follow their genuine interests and curiosities. I think that's the key for us moving forward as a species. So this is what this channel's for, right? And would I be able to say this right now if I hadn't done this fast? It gave me such a good opportunity just to write, just to write, get some journaling done, get all this stuff out of my head and onto paper, and it really helped. So a lot of great insights. Okay. So other insights is that cooking and eating takes so much time. When you think about it, it's crazy. Hours. And then when you think about all your thoughts about food, oh, what am I going to have this day? What am I going to do that? Oh, but I'm doing this, so I'll need to eat this. Going to the shops, buying food, is crazy how much time. It's a ridiculous amount of time we spend on food and eating and digestion. And obviously it's necessary. We're going to die if we don't do it, right? But we do it too much. Like, I think all of us could learn a lesson from doing maybe a 1-day fast, 2-day fast. And then it's like, wow, I have so much time in the day when I don't have to think about food. It's crazy. It's crazy how much food dominates your thoughts. So, yeah, I mean, it's gluttony at its finest, right? We're obsessed with food. And I think this is society, we've been sold a lie. It's all marketing and advertising and all this stuff, right? It's capitalism, really, consumerism. This is why we eat so much, and why we've been robbed of our natural ability to heal ourselves and to allow ourselves time and space to heal. It's food for thought, right? We've been sold a bunch of lies, man. Trust me. So how do you do this well? My preparation is why I succeeded on this and why I was able to do it so well. So I'd already been carnivore for 2-3 weeks before even trying this. So I hadn't eaten a single source of carbohydrates for 3 weeks before I went into this. So I was thoroughly in ketosis. So I would recommend you do something similar, either a ketogenic diet and get yourself into ketosis, or carnivore, go full in. And I also did 1 meal a day a couple days before it, just to try it out. But yeah, you just have to throw away your preconceptions of it and just do it. It was surprisingly easy for me, and I know I could have went further. I'm going to do it again for sure. But it meant that I had no sugar withdrawal, carbohydrate withdrawal. And it is genuinely a withdrawal symptom. We're all addicted to sugar and carbohydrates, breads, pastas, rice, grains. It's addiction that keeps us eating these things. Even fruit. It's all overrated, man. Yeah, so another thing was electrolytes. I was drinking a lot of salted water, so Himalayan salt in my water, and I had a special blend that I would pour into my water as well, which had sodium, magnesium, potassium, and trace elements as well. So that was key. I noticed that when I drank that, the hunger would just disappear. And yeah, I've got more it made me realize the importance of electrolytes even when I'm not fasting. So I'm definitely going to keep up with that because it's clear that I wasn't balanced in my electrolytes, which is crazy. So after the fast, and actually during the fast, I slept very well. I thought I was gonna be like sitting there like, oh man, I'm so hungry, Jesus. But I was fine. I was absolutely fine. And actually, after the fast, right, my sleep got worse. So after I ate, I really struggled to sleep last night. Really did. I got to sleep eventually and I stayed asleep, which was good. But um, I slept very well during the fast. After eating yesterday as well. So the first meal, that was awesome and it was great, right? So I just had a bit of bacon and eggs, but I went back to what I normally do, right? So I had a 10-ounce ribeye and 2 eggs with a bunch of butter on it, like the regular amount that I'd eat, and I eat a lot, right? And to be honest, it wrecked me. Obviously, it probably wasn't the best idea to eat such a large meal after fasting, but it just showed me that maybe I am eating far too much when I should be prioritizing um, healing. And I don't think that we can heal when we're stuffing ourselves with food all the time. It's not possible. So yeah, that was it, right? And going forward, I'm definitely going to implement this into possibly into my weekly routine, and then just don't eat on a Sunday. Have that as a day of mindfulness and reconnecting with myself and stuff like that. And once a month, I'm definitely going to do an extended fast or prepare in a greater way. So literally take time off work and do like a 7 or a 10-day fast and see how that goes. But yeah, I definitely lost weight and stuff like that. So I don't want to lose too much muscle, so it's a tough one. But yeah. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed listening to me ramble about fasting and what I've learned and everything, and I hope it inspired you to maybe try it out. So if I was you, right, I would start with a 1-day fast. So just do one meal a day actually. So start with that, or start with just getting into ketosis. So stop eating carbs, and then try go down to 2 meals a day, and then 1 meal a day. And then maybe try out a 1-day fast, right? So 48 hours. Just don't eat during that whole day. And you might be surprised by the benefits, right? So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave any comments down below, engage with this video. I'll be very grateful to see what you think about it. But yeah, I'll answer any questions in the comments, so feel free to just comment them below. If you like content like this, then consider subscribing. There'll be a lot more where it's coming from, a lot of music stuff and health related stuff as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Take care.